Hello everybody. The Warriors finally had a comfortable win, even without Steph Curry. Klay Thompson went off for 12 three-pointers. Stagger screen is a series of 2 screens in a row. They're always hard for the defense to cover. Because there are 3 defenders, it makes it harder to coordinate. Here, the defender on the last screen is going to try to jump out to stop Steph. Unfortunately, this defender is just a little bit slow, and Steph thinks, not only can I turn the corner and beat this guy, but I can also use this guy as a friendly fire screen on his own teammate. So not only can I get a nice easy layup, but I can make them so angry that they will yell at each other. Here's the universal body language of WTF was that? Yelling at Mr. Friendly Fire. And I like the little slap down to the thighs. One little thing you might not have caught in all of the drama, after Klay sets the screen, he immediately runs and hides behind the other screener. So if Steph had been stopped over here by these defenders, then Klay would flare out for his own three-pointer. But that wasn't necessary in this play. The most prominent use of this stagger flare play was in the heart-stopping end to the Grizzlies game. Here's a stagger screen, but then after the screen, Klay is going to use Draymond to screen for his own flare. Draymond flips the angle of his screen. Klay is flared out open. Unfortunately, the ball slipped or something, and in my previous video, I said that Poole coughed up a hairball of a pass, and it kind of dribbles down across the court, but luckily Klay is used to really weird, chaotic plays, and he hits this big-time shot. My colleague and occasional writer for Dub Nation HQ, Joe Verret, has been killing it, identifying Warriors play names, play calls. He actually catches film of Jordan Poole calling 51 before the play unfolds. Now back to the OKC game. So here we have the stagger screen. I like how Klay has added something to his artistic repertoire. He throws in the thumb over his shoulder, the universal sign for take my screen. Obviously Klay is laser focused on being the best possible screener for Jordan Poole. And now that the screen is set, don't worry about Klay anymore. He's just going to wander over here and not hurt anybody. Klay going over the top. Draymond, unfortunately, it is actually legal to move when you're screening as long as you're moving in the same direction as the defender, but it's probably not legal to trip the defender, even if it's by accident. This would have been his 13th 3 of the night, but Draymond gets called for an illegal screen. Here's a closely related play. This is a handoff by Klay to Ty Jerome, and it's going to immediately turn into this stagger screen. But by now you are alert and suspicious that every time Klay sets one of the stagger screens, he's going to be using the second screener for his own cut. So because Klay started off on the outside, this is not going to be a stagger flare. He's just going to take Looney's screen and follow. The defender cannot get around the imposing buttock of Kevon Looney, and Klay has a free shot. So if you go back and look at Klay's threes, a lot of them came on the simple flare and follow actions on the arc. It felt to me that the Warriors, they were running more disciplined motion offense, knowing that Steph was not there to bail them out. So we're going to need to see more of that for the next 4+ weeks. I can't resist talking about one more play. This was in the late part of the game where, in the words of Alvin Gentry, the Warriors, they were only running 2 plays. Get the ball to Klay, and Klay get the ball. Poole collapses the whole defense. Klay is spotted up for 3. He is fated to make this completely open 3. So let's go straight into a celebration audit. Who on the bench is going to step up and prematurely celebrate this 3? All right, Klay has just received the pass from Poole. Jermichael Green, he's been invigorated ever since recovering from injury. He is first off the bench well before Klay even catches the ball. And as the ball almost leaves Klay's fingertips, we have Jermichael Green raising. It looks to me like this is more of a number 1 and not a pure 3-point celebration. Green has flowed the "we're number 1" into holding out his hand, going for more of a "are you not entertained" vibe. Nice work. Moses Moody, a little bit late off the bench, but he makes up for it with two-handed 3 celebrations. He's got Fleming's right hand rule and Fleming's left hand rule going. Good job. And James Wiseman. In a previous video, I had criticized James Wiseman for flashing the 3, but then holding his pinky up, which makes it celebrating a 4. But some of you countered that isn't it possible James Wiseman was using royal etiquette and raising his little finger the way you would celebrate splashing a 3 with the queen, and I hereby deem that the pinky out celebration is alright as long as there's a member of the British royal family in the building. We try to be accepting of all cultures.